Jennifer, I know you're more known for like the Kung Fu Panda animated movies. What made this movie the one that you wanted to jump into live action for?
What made this movie really exciting for me was the great emotional core. There's a tight group of characters that depend on each other, and it's a very positive message. But the emotional core that existed even in the book, in the very, very first time I read the book, it was already there. It was so powerful. It was like grown hairy men crying kind of moment of emotion. Like I read that, it's there already. And it was in the very first draft of the script. And it's something that guided us through the whole filming of the film. We knew where it was going. So we knew where every positive moment would go to. So that weight, that sort of catharsis is really the thing that made me want to do this film. And also in meeting all these amazing people, it was a crazy good positive experience. I got to see like all of them together, and it was just a massive amount of fun.
You said filming was a lot like summer camp, which I kind of love. That's the perfect vibe for that set.
Yeah, we were outside a lot.
Fiddling in the woods. Cool summer camp moments, for sure.
You guys are troopers about it, even though we're outside a lot.
Fun. There was no complaints. Like,
Oh yeah, none.
No, we had a blast.
Jen was telling me all about her tick prevention methods when you're out filming in the woods with all the mud.
You remember how freaked out I was about it?
Yeah, you were very concerned
I was
about
very
it.
concerned about
oh, the tick.
the
I think it's
ticks.
a legitimate
Like a-
concern.
No, the ticks.
Animal, yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about your powers? What is it like to, like, you have to act having these powers? What was that like?
For me,
Anybody, everybody.
my character has the power of electricity, and it was kind of cool to see it like all come together because I had to like do this like cool gadget that I had like this cool gadget that went down my arm, and I got to see how like the special effects guys like did it, and it was just really cool for me. It was a great experience because Darkest Minds was my first movie, so and I got to work with everybody here. So I really loved it.
Ruby has the power of mind control. So I really focused on that in terms of like practicing in the mirror, just staring myself in the eyes. No, I never did that. I felt like that would make it feel inauthentic. I guess I practiced it by just remembering the feeling of what it feels like when you put your full concentration on something. Yeah.
My character has enhanced intelligence, and it wasn't really much to kind of go into it except act like a know-it-all. So being like the smart behind the group and kind of like being in everyone's faces about I know what I'm telling you, I know this is the best possible outcome for everybody, and also because he is kind of protective, it also comes across as harsh, but he does mean it in a very sincere way, in a sense. So yeah.
My character has telekinesis, and I think what helped me, I don't know if you remember, but there was a day where I had to do something with my fingers, obviously controlling something very like specifically, and I couldn't I couldn't do it like for real, and you have to believe it, otherwise it becomes a little bit of a novelty. It becomes a bit silly. And I remember Jen came to me and she like worked with me for like 5 minutes on like movement, and I think that was what like bridged it from like the paper to actually doing it for real. So little things like that, otherwise it looks silly, doesn't it? And it felt real then, like it's like no, it did. Like once you put that weight behind it, I don't know. You can't really imagine what that would be like, but
It was convincing.
It was very convincing.
Yeah, it was very convincing. Pulled it off. Killed that.
thank you.